They're the world's greatest martial artists.
All right.
Competing for the ultimate prize.
As always, if you were in the chat,
Olympus, the machine.
let me know how the audio levels are.
Red Dragon, Great Wolf.
I don't believe I've watched a full episode of this in the last 2 decades, so
Turbo.
definitely see how this ages.
Dragon belt, then go for the Dragon Star itself.
For those of you who do not know,
Council presents
WMAC Masters was originally a WWE-headed project. They wanted to do the World Martial Arts Federation and do worked karate matches. Hello to Jonathan Mayer. Well, hope you're having a safe trip, I assume home. And if you're not coming home, then wherever it is you're going, Jonathan. Best wishes to you and your family, my friend. Hello, Yankee Hawk. Thank you for upping that sub right before we went live. I appreciate it.
Cherokee chief, Great Wolf. Translated.
Cool.
Brian McDonald, hello.
Do you know, guys, I've been wondering the same thing.
I like that. Mental health degenerates. I'm definitely a mental health degenerate.
Why do you call
So
yourself
part
a
of the
machine?
thing with them airing this on Saturday mornings is it had to have some sort of educational value
It's the costume, the armor, right?
Yeah, come on, Hakeem.
for the rules of over-the-air broadcasting that I believe our old pal Bill Clinton set.
From Universal Studios, Florida.
Yeah, this is Universal Studios. I believe it's the same lot that TNA was filmed on. There's Akeem the Machine.
Martial Arts Council Arena.
Yeah, this is like the main arena where they would all meet before fights. Sometimes they would have fights here. I had the Akeem the Machine figure. I remember it having way more points of articulation than any of my wrestling figures. Hello, Brian Durbity. Aloha. Hope you're doing well. That was sweet. Doing a cartwheel on his little stick thing. All right, Bam Dog. I'm sorry. YouTube kayfabe broke your name, man. Yeah, before every fight, they would do like a little pageant, like demonstration. Like, look at my special thing that I do. Ta-da!
They're heading outside the arena for our first match of the day.
So for the first episode of the first show of the first season,
at the Stone Valley
they're just getting right into it.
Hi everyone, I'm Shannon Lee, and welcome to WMAC
This is Shannon Lee,
Masters,
Bruce Lee's daughter.
the incredible tournament featuring the world's greatest martial artists.
I'm not joking,
Today,
that is
we
Bruce Lee's
focus on the
daughter.
men's competition. There will be 2 preliminary matches leading to today's finals. Inside
Looking
the
like she's
amazing
about to sell
battle
us a real
zone. The
good
winner there will move
3-bedroom
one step closer
to
full
bathroom
Dragon Belt
house.
status and a chance to challenge the reigning champion, Mike Turbo Bernardo, for the Dragon Star.
Why is his name
itself.
Turbo? There's nothing turbo about that look. Like Mike, where the rubber meets the road, Bernardo or whatever.
WMAC Academy. Then, on a signal from the council, they'll face off against each other.
Yeah, those sweet ass kickboxing gloves.
This is the first match ever between Jamie Webster and Hakeem Alston.
Yeah, so they had their gimmick names, but then they would also have their shoot names. Because they had to keep up some sort of semblance of this being a real martial arts thing. They also have health bars, like in video games.
The council scores the competitors.
And also somehow it is an athletic competition to have a bunch of ninjas attack you. I don't know how you rank that.
He is to losing the match.
I could see a bit of Delta Burke, yeah, damn dog. She's about to introduce an Australian guy who's going to show us how we have to forget everything we know about food dehydration, yes. Like how... There's so much happening right now.
The machine is ahead on the power bar. Oh, a hit against Great Wolf.
But like, so they're working together, but they're also competing against each other. The Kabuki Warriors. Isn't that Asuka and Kairi Sane? They had to have been like in middle school. Now they fight each other. Like, the action's neat. I couldn't imagine being the choreographer that would having to put together multiple fights every week. Wow, that was cool. That needs to be a thing in pro wrestling. Where you put the guys' logos up on like little circle, like paper things, and then you blow up the one that loses. Oh, hey, it's that town that Nitro, the intro from Nitro, was in. I would love to see WMAC novices. A bunch of like 8-year-olds that have just started doing karate that also have to fight ninjas.
After I won the 1992 Olympic Games.
So you took the name Olympus?
Yeah, basically.
This is the hallmark of WMAC Masters.
Now would you tell me how you got your nickname?
The
Man, you even fight like a machine.
how would you? This is kind of like if Oz was a G-rated show, kind of how it's shot, you know.
What's the story behind your name?
Always had it, always will.
No, I mean your nickname.
When Chinese hosting the superstar, and since my own name fit me so well, I didn't have to come up.
Kind of Russo-y the way they have these guys just hanging out outside a gimmick,
Machine.
just like chilling between matches, you know.
Key, symbol, red, dragon.
His martial art's not sumo. They called him Sumo, didn't they?
Now entering the World Martial Arts Council.
I will say most of these dudes are pretty ripped.
Key, sumo, superstar.
Like, I remember when I was a kid and this show stopped airing, always wondered if any of these guys would come into pro wrestling because they looked like, not like big old like 90s wrestlers, but they definitely had a look to them.
Superstar and Red Dragon are crowd favorites. Their match begins in just
Superstar.
a moment.
What a shitty nickname. It's supposed to be a baby face. Come on.
All of the unique battle zones are located right outside the WMAC arena. The athletes don't even know where they'll actually compete.
Like, if
until
this
they
is a
emerge from the
shoot,
underground tunnels. So pay
if we're
close
presenting
attention
this
to
as
how
a
each
shoot,
martial artist utilizes the
could you
environment
imagine how
in which their match
batshit
takes
the
place.
contracts would have been?
Casamassa and Ho Sung Pak have to contend with one of the
Hey,
toughest
Impois.
battle
Yeah,
zones.
you would think this was a Bischoff thing. Bischoff at this time was trying to get in with UWFI in Japan.
No status.
I think this was too silly for Bischoff, if that makes sense.
Superstar.
Like, he was trying to get like Craig Pittman in over EWFI.
The rules for this preliminary match remain the same.
But New
Keep your
Japan
eyes
got
on the
really
power
mad
bar
about
to
it.
see who's on top and in the lead.
And there was a K1 thing too. Akeem Alston would be at like a 250-pound Akeem Alston would be like a big name pro wrestler. Yes, Bam Dog. And Yankee Hawk. I was in karate around this time. I was in for about 6 to 8 weeks, and then one day we showed up for karate practice, and my sensei had ditched town. And there was a note up on the door saying that he had made out envelopes with everybody's deposits in them, and that we were to just find our own deposit. Luckily, none of the other parents stole my dad's deposit in cash. But that ended my karate dreams. I was not any good. Remember, the hammerhead was the big strike that he liked to teach us. I think Matt Racks could have worked.
Black ninjas disengage.
But for like really little, I'm not saying really little kids fighting or wrestling, but I'm saying like teenager Saved by the Bell wrestling would work for like little kids. Teenagers would not like it. Now I'm curious as to how they choreograph the fights with the health bars in mind. It's like you have to sync up the action to the health bars. I don't think my mom ever really liked the idea of me doing karate. Kind of like your folks, Brian. But she just wanted me to get up my fat ass.
We'll be back to Universal Studios Florida.
I want to know everything about this referee.
Superstar versus
This old
the
bald
Machine.
fella. Do 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 do. We're gonna be hearing a lot of this song over the next 2 hours.
Final here at the WMAC Arena. Both athletes are just 2 wins short of full Dragon Belt. Superstar hosts
Full Dragon Belt. They're just putting in words together that people associated with martial arts.
That won't make sense.
Baby doll's what Bridget's dad used to call her as a little girl.
A yin yang man.
Dude, intergender.
Since he got his first box of crayons.
And you.
Intergender karate.
Fast as a panther.
Claim? What do you mean claim? I can run circles around you.
Most of these guys just seem like good gymnasts.
Tsunami, that's what, Japanese for tidal wave?
Yeah. Shannon gave me a book about her father.
Hey, Stephen J. Neptune, man.
That water is the most powerful force in nature.
That's insane, but also awesome. The karate teacher having a student yell, "Rush Limbaugh is a maggot."
It's up yours.
Best up, Machine.
I'm just glad it's maggot and not something that rhymes with it.
I haven't always been this calm, cool, devastatingly handsome. Fighting machine that you see here today.
Yeah, Kim the Machine of all these guys seems to be the only one so far with any sort of personality. Oh, shit, I forgot they did flashbacks.
I worked long and hard at being the best.
Imagine WMAC Masters in 2024 with that shitty AI de-aging CGI.
He said he would take it easy on me.
You'll take it easy.
Like movies
I
use.
won't even crack a sweat with you.
Back then, winning was everything to me. Even a sparring match was like real competition. When Steve got
Also, notice how most of everything that these guys throw is not connecting. That's on purpose. Because again, this is a children's television show.
I don't know what got into
This was produced for Saturday morning kids TV, so technically not really supposed to be showing a lot of strikes hitting. Yeah, exactly. Like I can't complain too much about my sensei because he at least gave us the money back before he ditched town.
Martial arts discipline had helped us regain our composure, but that wasn't the end of it for me and Steve. It was just the beginning.
Me and Steve.
That night, after the gym closed, we came back.
Me and Steve came back and settled this shit.
I had something to prove, and so did he. I was
fucking
psycho.
Steve.
I was crazy. I just wanted to hurt him bad. When the gloves came off, both of us knew we were playing for keeps. I was ready to teach Steve a lesson. Little did
I vaguely remember the half-blind guy, Stephen J. Neptune, man. But like we've learned these days, anybody can get licensed to fight in these states. I think this was like on the proper Fox Saturday morning cartoon, like the cartoon block that Fox sent out. It wasn't like a syndicated thing. We seriously just saw... What? You...
I was laid
Cool, we're just showing dudes' legs snap in half at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning up against Bugs Bunny. And they did the sound. What the hell?
I wound up hurting myself. I was unworthy of my black belt.
Wow, a Saturday afternoon. Interesting.
Anything to prove to anybody. Lying there in pain, one thing was clear. It was time to prove something to myself.
Maybe New York had a... I'm sorry. The Rocky montage, but it with him
recovering from the broken arm and leg was just a small part of my comeback. I searched deep within to find a new kind of strength. The strength that comes with
wherever he's working out, it's a pretty cool looking place, I gotta say. Found a pretty cool jogging trail.
Those days spent alone. That's when I became the Machine. Finally, when I felt stronger than ever, I was once again ready to face Steve.
Steve! Why isn't Steve in WMAC Masters?
Not correct. Try again.
That's too dope.
I don't know, that kick looked pretty good to me.
See, Steve.
Sensei, I need to whoop Steve's ass! What the fuck? What?
What I owed Steve was an apology and my thanks for the most
You owe
important
Sensei
lesson
an apology,
of my
you just destroyed his bag.
life. Lesson?
Those
I'll
things
use this.
cost a lot of money.
You can use this.
You asshole.
You see, and I swore from that day forward
WMAC
to
2,
never again let
Return
my
of
anger
Steve.
control
I
me.
hope Steve is just
Stay
in
as
everybody's
disciplined
origin
as a
story.
well-oiled machine.
Discipline. One of the points of the Dragon Star.
Fucking Red Wolf or whatever his name is.
Is he just a nickname for you?
Nah. It's more of a
He's
way of
going
life.
to get a Subway sandwich
Don't get me
and
wrong. Doesn't mean I
fucking
don't wanna
Steve
win.
hits him with a car
I
or
want As
something.
much as each and every one of you. But my fighting is only done in the arena
Or
for the Dragon
for me to destroy all these punching bags.
Man, he is pumped.
Who is the toughest living
against
Steve? That's a
Superstar?
good question, Brian.
He better.
Who? Are there
really think
any
he broke that back.
Steves like dominating MMA right now? I don't think so.
Hakeem the Machine Alston has his sights set on
Hey,
the Dragon
Brent.
Star, but he'll have to get past Ho-Sung
Yeah, this
Park
show's
first.
insane
We're just moments
to be
away
putting
from
in a
the final
Saturday
match
morning
of the day,
cartoon
and
block.
the Battle Dome's coming down.
The Battle Dome. Shit, you'd think they would have sued the Battle Dome people. This aired a couple years before that.
Welcome back to the WMAC
Also,
Arena.
what
The Battle Dome is
Athletic
coming down.
Commission
This place
is
about to
regulating a
explode.
fight where the entire canvas
Superstar Hakeem
is, you
Alston.
can't see it because of smoke
Both of these
coming
athletes
up.
are tied with 8 key
Steve
symbols.
Blackman's
A
pretty
victory
fucking
here
tough.
moves the winner
And boy,
one
that's a
step
good
closer
pick.
to the full Dragon Belt status of 10.
Yeah, you had to get like, I think 10 of the badges on the Dragon Star belt thing, and then you could challenge the champion. I remember when I was a kid, I had the Hakeem the Machine figure. Oh, that's right, it was electrocuted too. But I love how he's like, ugh, damn it, I got electrocuted. Oh no, it's not electrocuted, just have to like make the guy touch the cage. Whoa. I kind of wonder if you could do this in like a blood sport type situation. Also, the cage doesn't allow you to really shoot a whole lot of the action. Hey, Toroid. Hey, we got plenty more show. Plenty more show, so I'm glad to have you. Why? Wait, he touched the cage.
Not part of the frame of the cage, so the athletes
That's
can use them to launch an
bullshit.
attack, which Hakeem did very well indeed.
No! Your choreographer fucked up there. You don't get to just explain it in post. Again! Stop touching the cage! Fix is in, y'all. He's touching the cage now. Fuck! Didn't they not come up with the cage touching thing until like halfway through the season or something? I'm so confused. Yeah, this is very 1996 fight scene music. For sure, Brent. No, it's like 5 to 7. Also, if you're not going to be electrocuting people, don't play that sound effect.
Ho-Sung Pak defeats Hakeem the Machine Alston. An unbelievable
Shout out to the
victory
Superstar for
the
winning
Kung
that
Fu
one.
artist. He truly is a superstar.
He truly is a superstar, you know.
It was a battle of wits. Early on, Ho-sung ducked under 2 heel kicks by Hakeem, but Hakeem wised up and spun the 3rd time without kicking. When Ho-sung came up, Hakeem had a surprise waiting just for
She's
him.
tried to do like
Ho-sung figured he'd try
breaking
the
down
same
strategy
later
and
in the
shit.
match.
It's like
Hakeem kept on jumping
there's no
over and
strategy.
ducking under this awesome display of spin
These guys
kicks.
didn't even follow the
Finally,
rules.
Superstar went high when Hakeem thought he'd go low.
Wonder Boy Thompson is pretty tough.
By order of the World
But do Stevens
Martial
count?
Arts Council,
I wouldn't, especially with the PH. No.
Austin, representing kickboxing, shall now be added to the Dragon Belt of today's winner, Ho-sung Park.
Yeah, you have to collect all the other guys' badges on your belt.
Here now, the ceremony of the Dragon Belt.
I bet he blames Steve for the loss. If Boss Rutan calling a Saturday morning kids martial arts show would be incredible. Incredible, Brian.
Full Dragon Belt first. Find out on WMAC Masters.
Also, it's the first episode. How does he already have so many badges?
Where you can ride the movies.
Hi, I'm Herb Perez, Olympus.
Herb.
Today's show dealt with discipline, one of the 8 points of the
Yeah,
Dragon.
you got to teach the kids something, because again, Clinton enacted the whole thing with Saturday morning TV.
Start by learning the code of the Dragon Star, and you could become a WMAC master yourself.
All right, second episode I believe we have coming up right now.
It's WMAC Masters. Do you vow to
Masters.
live your life by the code of the Dragon Star?
I do.
They're the world's greatest martial artists, competing for the ultimate prize.
Dragon Star. Most of these guys just look like really good gym teachers. You know? Not like a shitty schlubby gym teacher, but like the ones that like work out with the equipment between classes. I can't believe they didn't have Herb like change his first name.
Just how long he'll remain
Name's
the reigning
Chet
Dragon
now.
Star champion.
Hi everyone, I'm Shannon Lee, and welcome to an
I think that's how that aired here too,
WMAC
Stephen J.
Masters.
Neptune Man in
Competing today,
Indianapolis.
Herb Perez,
I think it was the
Olympus,
last
who's
thing on the
just
Fox
one key symbol
block.
short of full
And then
Dragon Belt status.
WWF
If he
Superstars aired
wins,
right after
he'll
it.
challenge Turbo for the Dragon Star next week. But first, get set for Brother Against Brother.
Oh,
Superstar Ho-sung Pak
shit.
is preparing to face
Here we go.
Star Warrior, none other than older brother Ho Young Pak. It's the ultimate in sibling rivalry.
Man, it must be weird facing
I am so baffled
Not really. You gotta realize
by
Ho-sung and Young, they've always been super
so like
competitive, even as kids.
Yeah, but
in that universe, this is a show that is happening live.
we're both martial
But also we are seeing a multicam shoot inside of this like juice
You gotta
bar
realize,
that
man,
they all
if it
hang
wasn't
out
for something
at
that his
or
brother
whatever.
did a few years ago,
They're just fucking swinging sticks.
You mean like here, or like live here?
Well, both actually.
Getting deep.
See, there was a time when Ho-sung was convinced he was the single greatest martial
Shannon Lee
artist
is
in the
late for her 700 Club audition. Okay, here we go. Another origin story.
Ho-sung. There's a good chance you would find him in a fight.
Dressing like a damn outrunner. What the fuck? He's like in a movie like wants to be Street Fighter, but they couldn't get. It's like the GoBots version of Street Fighter. Oh, it is. He is a movie star. Okay.
Superstar at making martial arts.
So wait, are we presenting this like
Problem was that he
fight
liked to
scenes
show
in
off
movies
all
or
of his best
shoots?
moves, even if they weren't in the script.
I agree with you, Brian. It's a great location to like kind of set things up.
Technique was clean. You should have ducked faster. Find someone better than Jono, a real martial artist that can keep up with me.
Oh, Mr. Belding.
Ho-sung's attitude shut down production.
Why is
But
the director
this time,
dressed as a
maybe we should've
safari
thought twice
manager
before
or
assaulting
leader?
Jono. You see, the stuntman was also the leader of a local tough guy gang.
Oh shit, he has his own Steve.
Well, Young had seen it all before and decided it was time.
This story's insane.
This kind of stuff is
So
happening way too much.
he was a stuntman who pissed off the other stuntmen, and the other stuntmen were a gang.
That way, you wouldn't have kicked that guy in the face. I don't
What?
need you telling me how to
You'd
kick.
think that they would have like
Next thing
done a
you know,
background check.
That bum over there is gonna be teaching me something about the martial arts. Thanks for the advice, bud.
Oh, it definitely was a 2B movie.
With
Absolutely.
That, Ho-Sung turned from his brother and headed back to his dressing room, taking his regular shortcut across the empty
Is his
stage.
dressing room just
At
a
least he
giant
thought
ass
it was
warehouse? Oh,
Long time no see, superstar.
God, please pull out a blade. Oh, can't pull out a blade because it's Saturday morning, so he just snaps.
Ho Young? Ho Young!
Oh, gosh.
Hey, listen. Talk about the kick. But accidents do happen.
You know, you're right, superstar.
God, that mullet.
Accidents do happen.
Accidents
Go!
do happen. He looks like if Chris Benoit didn't take steroids, but still had all the facial damage that comes with injecting yourself with hormones. You know?
Maybe I should find a real martial artist. Someone who can keep up
I'm
with
so
me.
confused.
What do you have to say for yourself now, superstar?
Hold on, guys.
A lot of gray hair.
Fight's about to start.
Oh, come on.
Oh, shit.
Patience, man.
Boo!
You're not gonna just leave us hanging, are you?
We need to find out if he died.
And you know, guys, it's gonna be action-packed. Packed, you get it? Ho-Sung.
Very funny. We're laughing at you.
Keep your eyes on the power bars to see which athlete's in the lead. Superstar Ho-Sung Pak
I
is
just
on the right,
want an
and
explanation
Star
for
Warrior
what the
Young
power
Pak
bars
is on
are
the
like
left.
connected to. Wait, did we like miss part of a fight while we were reminiscing? 95, but they reported to school bully from 1986. That guy auditioned for 3 O'Clock High, but they were like, too over the top. It looks like if the Undertaker and Jeffrey Dahmer had a baby. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing it tonight. Oh, those ninjas sucked. They didn't really take any damage from them. Jump a jive and then you will. You gotta jump a jive and then you will. Like they're just doing swing dance. Also, big fan of how everybody has a fancy costume, but they're all wearing the same padded practice gloves. Dude, I fucking love 3 O'Clock High. What a good movie.
Ho-Sung pulls into a tie with Ho Young on the power bar. The two brothers appear to be equally matched.
Dude, okay. In WMAC Masters canon, I need to know if the fighters are aware of the other one's health bar.
A rare drunken kung fu style.
Wow, I'm surprised they're allowed to bring up Drunken Master on a show like this. Or just say it. Imagine they have to come up with like a different code name. Like foreign object.
Star Warrior's strategy is working. Ho-Sung Pak can put up strong defense against the erratic movements of his brother's surprise
The erratic
drunken
movements.
style.
Wait, he still has health left. Yeah, we need to get Steve involved. Steve is like better than all these
Star Warrior
guys.
wins it. I can't ever remember seeing a match end like this.
We've only had 2 episodes, so no, Shannon Lee.
You believe that?
No, I don't. Ho-Sung had him beat.
Man, what was he thinking?
Yeah, what's that bullshit? I wanted to see him kill his brother,
What happened?
bludgeon him.
How do you get out of that mess?
And what does all this have to do with Ho-Sung giving up against his brother today?
All right, guys, look. Things are looking pretty bleak.
Also,
for
considering these are all like real legit martial artists, they found so many, at least the males, that look like they were rejects from other Saturday morning shows.
Who's that?
It's that bum from outside.
Oh shit, he's gonna beat them with Drunken Master. Hell yeah. I love it.
Come on, you old bum.
Also, Mullet Dude, I'm pretty sure is not a trained martial artist. He throws the shittiest strikes. I wish wrestling was like this.
Let's go!
Let's go, guys!
Ho-Sung learned 2 important lessons from his
At least
brother.
Steve put up a
First,
fight. These guys suck.
He didn't actually know it all.
You saved my life.
I will say, though, that's an insane backstory for a
Looks like
superhero-ish
this one actually
character.
did show you something about the martial arts.
And second, to be humble about his own abilities.
Yeah, be humble about your abilities, or a local street gang that you're working with doing stunts for a movie will beat your ass at an empty warehouse. Baby round.
Using the same fighting style he fought with today.
The acting. Mwah. Acting. So much acting is happening here. Like, you can tell all of these guys, all the non-cast members, like, shit, this is my break. Here we go. Here comes Herb. Yeah, we've had some all-star mullets the last week or so. I agree, Yankee Hawk. Oh, I think off the grid last week we had some great real mullets. There's no way that dude's mullet was real.
Tsunami, martial arts, discipline, kung fu.
They can't let him fight with those sticks. That's not fair.
Get set for the Tsunami tidal wave, everybody.
That was sweet. I like Tsunami the most. He looks the comfiest. What happened to the other referee? I like the bald guy.
Gentlemen, face each other. Bow. Gentlemen, to the battle zone.
Herb Perez, Olympus, and Ian Nguyen, Tsunami, head out to the Ghost Town Battle Zone. Their competition in just a
Again.
moment. If Herb
How is
Perez
this
defeats Tsunami,
how is
he'll
this
go on
presented
to
in
face
canon as a
Ho
real
Young
sport?
Pak in the battle
Okay,
zone.
we're gonna drag you out to a
Olympus will
ghost
reach
town
Full dragon belt here today.
where you fight a bunch of ninjas. If you get past those ninjas, then you two can fight each other in a
About
cage.
giving up against his brother in our first
Wow,
match
Brian,
today.
Bam Dog here. Herb Perez won the gold medal in the 92 Olympics in Taekwondo. And Yankee Hawk just dropped in with it as well.
Our next match pits a
Why aren't they
veteran of
playing
martial
that
arts
up?
competition up against a rookie. Ian Nguyen rose through the ranks of the WMAC Academy and was just
The
recently initiated to
WMAC
full master
Academy.
status.
So the fucking WMAC has their own performance center.
They may all have done the Tsunami wave, but the crowd's rooting for Herb Perez
The crowd.
to reach
There's
full
like
dragon belt
12
today.
people there.
Olympus.
I mean, I guess they're playing into it. But they really should not shut up about the fact that this guy won the gold medal.
The very WMAC
They're using his
Academy
shoot name.
members
Why
he used
not?
To train with. The Ghost Town Ninjas are going to be a factor throughout this entire match until somebody's
Herb
power
Perez was
bar
also the
drains.
mayor of Foster City, California. He's the Jesse Ventura and the Curry. Also, they just killed one of the ninjas. This is insane. Like, how do you You have to have like one common.
As always, the council is scoring competitors for overall.
How do you
technique,
score
movement,
this?
And defensive ability. Get hit or be
How the
sloppy,
fuck
and
do
the
you
power bar
score
goes
this?
down.
Like, they're fighting each other, but they're also fighting other. Oh my god! Didn't they have to like kill all of them first before they could fight?
Tsunami's power bar is low. Some strong combinations
fucking
by
power
Olympus
bar.
could seal this match pretty quickly.
Do the judges have access to the power bar? They've never explained what level the ninjas are at, martial arts wise. Also, I'm sorry I woke you up, Aaron. I did not wake my kids up. They were sneaking into each other's rooms.
Olympus is now one dome victory away from full Dragon Belt.
How did he
if
win?
He wins today, he'll take on Turbo for the Dragon Star next week. The
I
last
have
athlete
no
to reach full
idea
Dragon Belt status was Richard
how this is
Brandon,
supposed to
Yin
work.
Yang Man. Unfortunately for Richard,
Yeah,
whoever
that's
has gone up
impossible.
to
Yeah,
face Turbo
guys,
atop
bars
the
going down
rotating
when they're
platform
doing.
has usually
That's
gone
why I
back
say
down.
this
The
is
hard
an
way.
impossible
Turbo's
show
still the
to
champ,
edit.
but Olympus is closing in. So
To edit, to choreograph those power bars, throw off everything. It's fucking Turbo. The ninjas are just over the temp agency sent over. Imagine being a temp. Okay, so your assignment today, you have to beat up that guy right there. Also, wear this mask. What does this have to do with the competition? Now we're just doing power team shit.
Level of athletic excellence. Do not
Yeah, no,
try
they're not bad
anything like
guys.
this
There are no
especially with
villains
fire.
in this show, except for Steve. Steve is the villain. We're just like doing show-off stuff. That match ended early. This is like the standby match. We just let this dude twirl his baton. Oh. Yeah, you got it. This is the dumbest thing. I love it.
Wow, that's former Dragon Star challenger Richard Brandon, Yin Yang Man.
Oh, wait, so he's-
from Universal Studios, Florida for the Battle
Is
Dome
he
Finals.
like up
Olympus
for?
goes for full Dragon
Like,
Belt.
when you win the Dragon Star, you can't win it anymore, so you have to break bricks. I think the only villains are in the origin stories, like the mullet guy and Steve. We have another Olympian, one of the female competitors, Lynette Love, Tarantula, won gold in '88 and bronze in '92 in
One
Taekwondo.
victory away from full Dragon Belt and a shot at the Dragon Star.
Battle Dome Finals. Ho Young Pak, Star Warrior.
At least Star Warrior sounds kind of.
Olympus.
In 2 minutes, we'll know if Herb Perez will challenge Turbo for the Dragon Star next week. To get there, he'll have to force Ho Young Pak into the frame of the cage more times than he hits it himself. Sounds easy? It's
Except
not.
when they just grab it and do cool
Council
moves.
orders ninjas into the dome to mix things up.
Also, why were they fighting as the cage was coming down? That seems pointless. They're not feuding. Oh. Hi, buddy. Love you. Love you, Eric.
Olympus takes the lead as the ninjas storm the cage. Their clothing is specially treated to
Wait,
make
we're
them
putting
invisible
ninjas
to
in the
dome's
cage this time?
electro-sensors.
It's in the application for the WMAC Academy. You evil? All of this being said, a WMAC video game probably would have been pretty sweet. I just don't understand how this works as a kayfabe sport. Like, pro wrestling has a set of rules. And they have to tell you beforehand, hey, this is a stipulation match. We're having lumberjacks, or we're having a cage for this match, or there's no disqualification. These dudes just change the rules. Whenever, it just happens. They don't tell you how wins technically happen. Oh, they put a rope there. Good. Still, I still think it's part of the cage. Oh, God.
Under 30 seconds left. If we're tied
Yeah,
at
the
0,
music got a
match
bit
goes to sudden
iffy,
death.
but then it just gave in. Also, they need to stop screwing with the lights when the guys aren't touching the cage. It's very confusing. The ninja's coming and randomly just tells me that these guys didn't have any good ideas for their fight scene. So why did the ninjas leave with 3 seconds left? Is the fight over?
That's it. Olympus wins by a final score.
God, I could not imagine
Perez pulls out the victory
sitting down at the editing bay. Okay, what do I do today? What? Gotta put up 30 seconds on the graphic for this match. Why is this fight scene 56 seconds long? Yeah, the ninja technically won that, so shout out to the ninja. Like, what would they do if a ninja just beat the shit out of one of these guys? Like, would the ninja then get a badge?
By order of the World Martial
There's
Arts
no way
Council,
that dude's not wearing a wig.
Perez Olympus, representing Taekwondo, shall
Like,
receive the key
Turbo up on the throne looks like those episodes of Full House where Jesse would play his own cousin and they would just kind of like put a weird wig on him. Honestly, there should be like a gymkhana round, like a stunt round.
1992 Olympic
You
gold
know,
medalist is
a
now
stunt
going
round,
for the
and then they
ultimate
fight
prize,
each other.
the Dragon Star. Twice before, the WMAC championship has been successfully defended by Mike Bernardo. Can he
So
do
wait,
it again? The stage is set for the Dragon Star Championship.
He just won one
versus
fight and
Turbo.
now he's up for the champion. I don't get this
It's all
scoring.
next week on WMAC Masters. I'm Shannon
So
Lee.
they're having non-televised fights.
Filmed at Universal Studios Florida.
So if you go to Universal Studios, you're at risk of one of these weirdos just beating the shit out of you.
You're awesome. I thought you had him.
But Ninja wins, he gets a free
I thought so too.
WMAC Academy.
Proud
Should
of
be
you.
teaching.
You know you're gonna get him next time. Unless you get him first. And you know I will.
Dun dun. All right, next up.